I want to tell you that you have become the proof that the cycle has ended with you. You have become the proof that the cycle ended with you. And if this is for you, I want to tell you that you are in the middle of the unfolding of the end of events in a generational cycle. We have pattern syndrome in reverse. We have the scar of the wounded warrior in reverse. And we have the wound of the shattered compass in reverse. If this is for you, I want to tell you that you were looking through the wrong keyhole. And that you are the product of an infinite chain that you once failed to see. And if this is for you, I want to tell you third time's a charm, and that you are witnessing and part of 3 generations rewriting itself in real time. You're looking through the wrong keyhole. I want to tell you where one walked the path and got lost in the darkness. You followed those footsteps and found your light through that hell of that darkness. And now one will never know that darkness because of what the other 2 have rewritten. And if this is for you, I just want to tell you that you are the proof that the presence has the ability to rewrite the past and rewrite the future. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Empress. We have the 7 of Horns, which is your cups. I want you to look at that. These are all the people who walked before you. Every single one of them had a gift, but their gifts were on the other side of their shadows, just like yours were. You are the culmination point of the path that was paved by so many who got lost in their own darkness and didn't recognize that their shadows were them. You are the one who found your light. But first you had to face your hell. First, you not only faced your shadows, you faced theirs too. And if this is for you, we have the 3 of Horns, the 3 of Cups. I want to tell you that you are currently in an energy where you are watching your own family awaken to their own spiritual war inside them. Because if we're serious, that is what this is. The war, the battle is not anything outside of us. It manifests outside of us. But the war is within us. It's the war of the lower mind and the higher mind. It's the war of the ego or the hijacked nervous system and the balanced state once we recalibrate that. It's the knowing and the separation. And if this is for you, I want to tell you that you have dissolved the separation. And the mere fact that you have become the person that you would have felt safe, secure, and loved with as a child becomes the very trigger and the very catalyst for the generation who walked before you to recognize their own shadows. Because you don't look at them through a lens of hate, a lens of resentment, or a lens of bitterness any longer. You understand that they got lost in their own darkness and that you followed in their path. And you too got lost in the darkness. But you clawed your way out until you found that spark. And now you have become their spark. You are watching their fear and their anxiety and their judgment and their patterns of behavior come to the surface for them to confront. Because it is the proof that love always wins. It is the proof that it only takes one. But it's also recognizing all of the steps that the others before you took. Because you are a culmination of the lessons and the battles that they too fought. They may not have rewritten everything for you, but they gave you enough wisdom that you found your light in the darkness. And now, if this is for you, I'm really being drawn to maternal energy here with the Empress and the Seven of Cups. You are witnessing the very person that you had to heal from. Recognize that you too have become a new version of you. You have become the version that doesn't pass these things on to your children. And as such, the energy in which you embody becomes a ripple, it becomes a trigger. Not in a projection type of way, not in an attacking kind of way, but in a way that it is challenging their own nervous system, their own fight or flight, their own trauma, and the things that they have held on to, the shadows they got lost in. It's bringing them to the surface again. Because their nervous system doesn't know what to do in the energy of where it feels safe. It summons the shadows, the echoes from the past, where they too didn't feel safe, where they too didn't feel loved, where they too felt they had to earn their existence, and they had to earn their light and being seen and being heard and being loved. But you embody all of those things now because you learned how to give it to yourself. You followed in their footsteps, but they got lost in their shadows, in their darkness, and you fought like hell to find your way out. But you are in the energy where you recognize the gifts that they gave you, even when you were walking through the darkness, even when you saw them as separate, even when at one time you pointed the blame because your ego didn't understand. But now you do. You understand how things are passed on. You understand how memory is encoded. And you understand because you've become the proof that you can rewrite the script in real time. And when you become that writer, you change the past because you become their light and their opportunity to rewrite it for themselves. When you recognize that your parents are your past and your children are your future, you recognize the power that you hold. You recognize the ripple that we all have. And the one that you're in the middle of, it is so incredibly profound. It's where three become one again. Sorry, Miss Jackson posted this video earlier today, and it was a fork in the road. And when I was watching it, all I kept hearing was, when three become one, all roads lead to home. When three become one. And if this is for you, I want to tell you to pause. Pause long enough and realize when the anxiety rises, when they start to engage in an old pattern or something that you recognize, it's because you once recognized it within yourself. And the energy is shifted enough, they're no longer lost in the darkness. They've come to the surface, and their war within them is proof that love wins. It's proof that you have the power to break the cycle, and that it only takes one, but that it took many to get to right now. Love you guys.